In this video, we're breaking down how to improve your handle and your footwork using one basketball or two with a series of 4 different progressions. Let's get to work. These are also really good if you don't have much space, but you still want to work on your handles and your footwork. The first progression, starting with one basketball, is going pound, cross, between, and behind the back. As you get it, you can pick up some speed. We don't want to twist the hip. We want to stay in our line, staying low. You can do this series for about 30 seconds, give or take, and then we can switch over to more advanced using 2 basketballs. But the same series, one basketball is going pound, cross, between, behind. The other basketball is staying out in front, keeping the dribble at all times. Good way to have some accountability while you're working on the basketball and improving the quickness of your hands. Now we're piecing in the footwork. So we're going stick and square. When we stick and square, we want to be able to create separation against pressure. And so when that basketball dribbles, you'll see how it's dribbling behind my hip. So we want to protect the basketball, defender, body, basketball position. You go with one basketball, do the same thing with 2. Again, just that second basketball is keeping me occupied. Good to work on protecting the arm bar. And then the basketball in the backside is again bouncing outside my hip, outside my shoe to protect from the defense. So as you can see, you can use 1 or 2 basketballs depending on if you want to be a little more challenged. You like dribbling 2. I never find it a big deal. Coaches that don't like 2 basketballs, like as long as the basketball's in your hand, you're working on your game, you're getting better. That's a good thing. Now, progression number 3, we're going with our cross, between, behind, but our pound dribble is going to be with the stick. Starting to add a little bit of speed here as we continue to work on moving the basketball through, crossing, behind with that series. Again, I like to go for about 30 seconds. You want to change it up. You want to make it a little more challenging. You can add the second basketball. The one basketball, you can see it's staying out in front in the middle. That represents some accountability, keeping my mind on something else, having to concentrate in the game. I'm being able to make plays, see the court, concentrate on time, score, situation, instead of what move I'm going to make with the basketball. And again, it's whatever you want to do to challenge and improve your game. Maybe you go all 4 variations with 1 ball, and then you go 2 of the variations with 2 basketballs until you get the hang of it. Now we're randomizing it slightly or freestyling. You're going to make 3 change of direction moves, but they can't simply be the same variation of cross, between, and behind the back. It could be a couple crosses, then a between legs. Continue to change it up and then get into your stick and square. We want to get into our change of direction move once we've squared back up. And then our last variation is doing that series with 2 basketballs. And again, it's not simply cross, between, behind anymore. Don't make up your mind. You're just moving the basketball, changing and switching hands in any variation that you like for this last series. And one major aspect that we try to emphasize with all the athletes that we work with in person or digitally through our online training is be able to build a strong foundation and then being able to move out of it. So stance is important first, and then we add the movement so that we can attack and be efficient with our footwork in a game. One thing that would be really, really easy for you to do right now, and also really easy not for you to do, and that's work on your game. You want to get stronger, you want to work on your athleticism, work on your handle, whatever it is. There's a lot of things we don't have access to right now, but you have the access to how you decide to spend your time. So I challenge you to make the most of the time that you have. Be effective, be efficient with it. Working for 2 hours every single day on your game, it's easy, but it's just as easy not to do it. Last thing, if you found this video helpful, you want to like, subscribe. We'll come out with 2, probably more videos a month. Now that I'm in quarantine, I have a little more time to do it. Whatever you're doing today, get after it.